Mamadou Sakho was tested positive for a fat-burning substance that was banned by UEFA. Instead of having his B sample tested, he's decided to plead mitigating circumstances. What does this mean?
Well, look, first and foremost, obviously, I don't know if everybody knows this, but after the Manchester United game, he was tested, as part of a random drugs test. Now, his sample has come back and been positive for this banned substance. And, if Mamadou Sakho pleads mitigating circumstances, then it could be that the club have done a sample on him themselves, and they know that there's traces of this banned substance in his, whatever it is, urine sample. If that's the case, and they know he's going to test positive in the B sample, then what's the point in prolonging this any longer? I think what Mamadou Sakho is saying is the mitigating circumstances is it could be that he didn't know he was taking that. He could have been taking a supplement for something else and this banned substance was in it, and that's a failing on the player's behalf at the end of the day. Yeah,
ignorance isn't a kind of defence in this instance. They're responsible for what goes into their bodies. It's been reported that the substance wasn't something that was come through the club. It was something that had been given to him by a friend in losing weight. But what impact does it have on Liverpool? Does it sully the way you see him as a player of your club?
Again, I'd like to hold my judgments until everything's become clearer, but Mamadou Sakho's been in great form for Liverpool this season, especially since Jurgen Klopp's come in. We finally look like we've got a centre-back partnership that can take us places in Mamadou Sakho and Dejan Lovren. And we're a bit light on centre-halves now. Lucas Leiva's played there in some downtime this season. Kolo Touré's 35, who actually incidentally was caught in 2011 for the same substance. It's a bit of a strange one. Why wouldn't Mamadou Sakho seek the advice of the club doctors? That's the first question that I've got before taking anything. These guys are worth millions, they're insured for millions, it's their career on the line. They only have a short career. I would do everything possible to make sure that I can play every single week. And that's the worry for me. But until it all becomes clear, I'm going to reserve judgment on him.
It's a little bit worrying though, because doping's such a massive issue through the sports world now. It's happened in tennis, football, athletics and whatnot. Football's always seemed to be immune from it to some degree. But so it is an actual, like you say, Touré was tested positive in 2011, but by and large it isn't associated with our sport. Do you think this is the first of many that are going to be coming out, or is this just an isolated incident of, it's less ignorance, but probably just a little bit of stupidity on his
stupidity, naivety, something like that. I'm not sure. I'd be really surprised if there isn't a problem with it within football. Yeah. Because generally speaking, when sports involve mass amounts of money, people start to cut corners and try and find different ways of winning, I suppose. And I don't think, I don't know Mamadou Sakho in any way, shape or form, but he doesn't seem like a footballer who would take something knowingly. And as part of being a Liverpool fan, and everybody knows this, we always sing "You'll Never Walk Alone," and I think that the club and the fans will stick with Mamadou Sakho through this, unless it becomes blatantly obvious that he's done something massively wrong against the club's wishes.
We'll see in time whether or not Sakho, if it is the 6 months, that's something you can deal with. It's going to be early next season.
It's 6 months to 2 years. That's the big thing, isn't it? And whether the club decide if it's a 2-year ban to keep him on or something. But what the mitigating circumstances for me means, if he's banned now, he'll miss the summer for a large portion of that 6 months. If we drag this on any further and it's the start of next season before we come in with the ban, then he's missing 6 months of an entire season.
Do you know how the ban actually impacts his training schedule? Does he have to train alone? Is he allowed to be...
I don't think so. I think the reason that Liverpool aren't selecting him now, because he's not banned, is it's a club decision not to select him. He's been at Melwood this week. There's been photographs of him there. So he'll be training. And look, Luis Suarez, when he was banned at Barcelona, he was training, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So...
Okay, so let us know what you think about Sakho's behaviour and the things that have happened to him in the comments below. Do you think he is a cheat? Do you think that it's harsh treatment? It's just a bit of weight loss, really. It's not going to make him a better footballer. Let us know. Remember to hit subscribe and do that by hitting on his face right now. Do it.